Hey, watch people, this is Hector from Winding Crowns, and today we're taking a quick look at the Millar Scuba. This is a prototype. It is in blue. The watch that's going to hit the market first will be the black dial, black bezel. And if it sells out and does well, they'll move on to other colors such as blue and everything else. Quick wristwatch check. I am wearing the Hamilton Scuba, 43 millimeters, no date. Anyway, guys, this is the watch we're looking at today. It is the Millar Scuba. It is actually a very nice watch. It has like a turtle shape to it. That's why I say turtle, because we immediately know what a Seiko turtle looks like. And it has that shape, except for it has these really nice rounded crown guards here that kind of flow with the shape of the case. It has a very nice knurling on the crown for easy access to unwind, and it has very nice knurling for easy time change and date change, or to wind it, because this is running a Sellita 200, so it has Swiss components, a Swiss movement. First position, and you can move your date, as you can see there. Let me zoom in right quick. See your date change. Second position, pull all the way out. You're doing your time. You can see there, just changed over at midnight to 12. It's a pretty good looking watch. And you just push it in, give it some winding if you need to. A little stiff, it'll loosen up with time, I'm sure. But it doesn't feel gritty. It doesn't feel gritty at all. Then you just screw it in. It's got plenty of knurling there. And I like the fact that the little knurling on the crown matches the bezel knurling. You could just grab it here. It is relatively thin, but you can grab it easily because it's got notches as well. And I have no problem turning it. And it does line up at 12. It's got a single dome sapphire crystal, which is why you get the distortion. Nice and domed there. AR coating on the underside. You have a 12 at 12 o'clock, followed by all rectangular indices, kind of with rounded ends there, except for at 6 o'clock, that's where you have your framed date window with a white date wheel, black script. You have your logo there right under the 12. And at 6, you have Scuba automatic 300 meter, which is 1,000 feet. You have, I don't know if you can see it right there, you have your circle in the middle. But you see how it's a circle, but then it stops and continues upward towards that 12. See that? And then you have almost like lines on a record going from the 12 all the way back to the other side of the 12. You see that? Where the indices are. You have a matching chapter ring with all the hash marks. Real nice ceramic bezel, and it is etched, and in the etching you have lume. It is very flush with the case. Maybe just the dome sapphire sticks out slightly, but it's pretty flush, and it's really flush with the end of that bezel. You have brush sides, brush crown with the engraved logo. Nice. Now here's the thing, you have the brush sides, but the tops are bead blasted. As you can see, the top of the lugs are bead blasted, as is the outer links of the bracelet. The center links are brushed, the outer are bead blasted. You can see that also on the end piece. Bead blasted, brushed, bead blasted. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't really see that much. You either see bead blast watches, you see brush watches, but you never see a combination of both. There is your clasp. It is brushed, signed with the Millar logo and name. Right here, you push it, and it's fully milled. Right here, you push these two, and you have your diver's extension. There is your case back. This is Millar watches, Scuba automatic, dive watch, sapphire crystal, 300 meter, and then P3004, whatever that means. Then you have a bead blast in the middle with a brushed logo. You don't have quick release, but you do have notches cut out for easy access to a tool. The end pieces are solid. There is a little play, you see that? Kind of like the Seikos sometimes have a little play. You do have a little play there. The dial on this one is blue, and the ceramic bezel is blue with lume. Now, there is going to be a change, and these hands will be completely lumed. You see how they're skeletonized, kind of like Omega? First of all, this watch is nothing like any other watch. It has resemblance to a turtle, but it looks so different from a turtle that it's not even worth saying that it resembles a turtle, because other than the K shape, and even that, the turtle doesn't have that. So it's its own thing, and I do like that, especially with the brushing and bead blasting and everything. The bezel, everything is its own thing. The dial, except for the hands. I would have preferred they didn't do these skeletonized Omega type hands, because everything else is original on this watch. Why put a hand set that resembles or is the exact copy of another watch? He agreed, the owner agreed, and these are not going to be skeletonized. They're going to be full of lume. So they're not going to look like Omega hands anymore, because Omega doesn't fully lume their Seamaster hands. They're hollow like that. So he took that into consideration, and they're going to be completely lumed. And I've seen still shots of them, and they look awesome. So they no longer resemble the Omega hands, and they're actually brighter because they're full of lume. So that will be a change. But it's a good looking watch. I really think it's a good looking watch, guys. I'll put the website so you can click on it and, you know, make a purchase or check them out if you want to. They sell other watches as well, but let me zoom out. Okay, guys, there it is on my 7.5 inch wrist right there. Not too shabby. It wears a lot, kind of like a turtle, but smaller, because this is a smaller watch. In fact, I'll do the dimensions. What do you think? Not bad, right? Let's go ahead and do those dimensions while we got it. All right, guys. I'm excluding the crown guards. I'm getting a 42. A 42. The bezel, yeah, the same thing, because it runs flush with the case. The depth or the thickness is 13.3, and that's including the dome sapphire crystal, so that's not too bad. Your crown is a 6.8 crown. I believe the lug distance is, yeah, it's a 20 on the lug. There's no taper, I don't think, on the bracelet. No, it's the same, it's 20. So it's a 20 millimeter bracelet. And then of course your clasp is a little bit thick. It's a 21.8, so a 22 clasp. It's a chunky clasp too, but it's not bad, but it is chunky. It's like 7.3 thickness on the clasp. Overall, it's a nice watch, and now it's very reliable Salida movement, so you're not going to have any issues. Let's check out that loom, guys. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised on this one. There you go, guys. What do you think? Pretty nice, no? Very nice loom. You got two colors. You got your standard yellowish green, and then you got your BGW9 blue on the outer part. Now remember, those hands will be no longer skeletonized. They'll be full of loom, so it's even going to be better. Yeah, there you go. Not too shabby on the loom department. Anyway, guys, thanks for being with me once again. If you enjoy this type of content, so please subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about the channel. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of the next video. And hit that like. It really does help the algorithm. It helps me a lot, and I do really appreciate it. Also, leave comments down below, guys. What do you think of this watch? Have you ever heard of Millar watches? I've been watching them on Instagram for a while now and talked to the owner, and seems to be a good fella. And it's a good looking watch, but what do you think of it? Because I showcase this watch for you. So you tell me what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And remember, never stop winding crowns.